creatures of the night. It's your girl Tati. Let's talk about Rampage. We did start off with the ladies in action, the only women's match of the night. We had Hikaru Shida versus Viva Van. I feel like we see Hikaru Shida every few months. I think the last match she had might have been with Mercedes Monet, right? I'm probably wrong about that, but that's the last match I actually remember seeing her in. Now, we do have a really great match with the ladies here, and Hikaru Shida ends up taking the win. However, I have to say this. Y'all know WWE got that independent thing that they're doing right now with the independent wrestlers, and they don't snatched up Jack Cartwheel, and this is one of those situations where they ended up getting quite a few prospects that have been on AEW. And Tony Khan, I've been saying this for quite some time about Viva Van, sign her before somebody end up snatching her up. I think she's proven that she's capable and should be part of this roster. So I hope he ends up signing her because I feel like she's put in quite a lot of work in these past few months in AEW Ring of Honor. She should get a little contract or a flat one, whichever one. Now, after this, we do have Harley Cameron, who is letting us know about everything that she went through all year. And to be honest, it's a lot of L's, but at the same time, it's like, okay, she's saying all the things that she went through, and none of them is actually achievements. However, she's definitely improved tremendously, I think, in the ring for someone who had like a handful of matches. She's definitely improved. She's funny. She's beautiful. And next year could be better for her. We'll see. Now, after this, we had a three-way tag match. We had the Dark Order, which was Alex Reynolds and John Silver. Alex Reynolds is wrapped up like a mummy. Why wasn't Evil Uno taking his place in here? Alex, you need an ice bath and many other things. They went against the Infantry and the Undisputed Kingdom. Really great match. I am so happy that the Infantry is getting their TV time. And I always say this, like a lot of times when some wrestlers, especially babyface wrestlers, need a reset, the best way to do it is to turn them heel. And I really feel like that was the best case scenario for the Infantry being the only heels here. It just still feel a little bit weird that the Kingdom are not the bad guys in this situation. And you already know Dark Order, they're heels every other week. So whatever that's going on with that. The chemistry I felt was really great. And we also had Trisha Dora, Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty, their ringside. And I really appreciate that they're all out here as a faction. They're getting some TV time, and that I think is going to help them out in the long run. However, the Undisputed Kingdom end up taking the win. Since this show was taped, but they were at the New Japan show doing a match live earlier for that pay-per-view. I'll talk about that in another review. Now, whoever wins this match, I don't know what opportunities they get in terms of like the AEW tag titles, because I don't think any of these teams are not up for going to. So they have these matches where if a team win, they'll join private parties. So it's supposed to be 4 teams. I don't think any of these people are involved in that. So we've been seeing a series of tag matches on Rampage for like over a month now. And nobody from those teams that have been winning those matches are actually getting opportunities to get anywhere closer to the tag titles. Tony Khan, get it together. Now, with that being said, Mike and Matt, they happy about their little win that's going to get them nowhere anyway. And here comes Brian Cage. Brian Cage looked like a completely different man with just facial hair. Like it's very interesting how facial hair just changes somebody completely. He comes out and he's a little bit of a distraction for the boys that are in the ring. And then here's Lance Archer coming from behind and attacking the Undisputed Kingdom. And Brian Cage is just like, you know what? You got this. I don't need to do anything here. And he lets Lance Archer beat up on them and just watches. Very interesting because honestly, I'm still not sold on Lance Archer and Brian Cage and whatever little games that they're doing. But we'll end up seeing what happened with that. Right now, Brian Cage, he's a TV champion for Ring of Honor, and we haven't really seen him do anything with that. So Tony Khan, let's get the ball rolling on that. So now we have Roderick Strong, who is backstage doing his little interview, pretty much letting us know what he knew all along about MJF, and that he's not surprised that he called up Uncle Don to get things done in terms of getting rid of Adam Cole. Now, while he's talking, Jake the Snake Roberts interrupt, and he goes, "Look, I don't know what the hell y'all think y'all got going on with Beast Mortos, but you better leave him the fuck alone. I need him to focus on getting into that tag team match at Full Gear, and you and your little buddies over here are distracting him, so leave him alone." So now Roderick is upset about what Jake is saying. He's like, "Look, Beast Mortos, he's one of our pals, we don't got no problem with him." And Jake pretty much lets him know that, Beast Mortos is better than you, and if I send his ass to whoop your ass, he'll get the job done. And long story short, it's going to be Beast Mortos versus Roderick Strong on Collision. So that's going to be Roderick's second match to get a step closer to going against MJF at Full Gear, the match that nobody wants. So now we get this vignette of the Vendetta, which is Taya Valkyrie and Deonna Purrazzo. They're walking around on the streets of New Jersey. And long story short, they hurt people just to get revenge on them. And then they also said that if you need help, give them a call. You know what? I could give them a call. There's some people I could use to take care of, but it's not about me. It's about obviously the other girls on the roster. And I think with them saying that made things really interesting, because now it's not about them being against everyone else or having problems with everyone else. This is more of them letting people know that if you need any services, we can get shit done. And that I like. After this, we have tag team action. We have Top Flight versus Beef and JD Drake. They love Beef. The crowd really love Beef, which I think is really interesting. Beef is another one. Don't let WWE snatch them up for that little program they got going on, Tony Khan. Even if you have to give little short-term contracts, then go ahead and do that, because Beef is definitely picking up in popularity. Even with them going against Top Flight that everybody in their mama loves, he's getting that babyface reaction with them in the ring. Now, this is just Darius and Dante. Darius and Dante, they're going to be in a match against the Outrunners. Winner of that match will be able to be part of the match at Full Gear to go for the tag titles, along with two other teams to go against Private Party. So this was a little warm-up match, but a really great match, and it gives JD and Beef some more time in the ring to be a tag team. So that I could appreciate. Top Flight ends up taking the win, and no heelish tactics going on here, even with Action Andretti ringside. They just came off to be the good guys. On their way out, we do have Leo Rush, who comes out, who's in the main event. We get part 2 of Leo Rush versus Commander, and they toe it up as usual. Both of these guys are so great. Commander, I know I give you hell, Commander. However, this guy is super talented, and I don't know what they will end up doing with him in the long run. But man, he did definitely, I can see a title on him. It'd be great to have more, well, I was going to say to have more speaking opportunities, but I've never heard Commander say a word before. Interesting. Leo Rush ends up taking this win, and I really did like this match. I can see them having another match sometime in the future. Leo Rush, it's great to see that he's back in AEW, and then we have wrestlers like Commander that can put on really great shows. And Commander's been consistently on Rampage too, so he's someone to definitely look forward to if you're going to watch Rampage. Now, this show went by kind of quick. If you miss anything, you didn't really miss much. The clips are on YouTube. We do have some interesting developments in terms of the Vendetta group. And in terms of tag team, I've been saying that we're seeing more and more tag team action on Rampage, and really great tag team action, by the way. However, the tag teams that we're seeing being featured on Rampage, majority of them are not getting anywhere closer to the AEW tag team titles. at all. And that right there, I feel like is an issue. We need to see a little bit more of these teams spread out throughout all the shows, and everybody pretty much getting that opportunity to show, why AEW have an amazing tag division. We need more, especially with these new titles. With these new champions, with Private Party. That should help give a reset to the tag division. And I don't know if that's the route that they're going. Thank you for watching my video. I will be doing a review on New Japan Fighting Spirit Unleashed. And you guys know tomorrow I'll be back for Collision, the watch along, and also a review. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.